So, according to Buddhist tradition, the monks were taking care of the Dhamma. All of them learned the Dhamma by heart. That was a practice. So they were called Bhanakas. So most of the monks who remember long suttas, they were like Venerable Ananda and his students, disciples. They were called Diga Bhanakas. So they were able to remember long suttas. They were assigned to take care of them. And the Venerable Upali and his disciples were assigned to take care of the Vinaya portion, entire Vinaya Pitaka. So even today, some monks, when they chant, they like to chant the entire Patimokkha by heart. So when we were young, we also were asked to learn things by heart. For example, we had a small book called Samanera Banadahampota, where the very essential, fundamental suttas and the chantings and many other things were included. So we had to remember all of them by heart. So one thing with this memory practice is the traditional way is you chant it out loud. Okay. So when you chant, when you recite, you kind of speak louder, and then you are not heard. You don't have much distraction, and then you can hear your own voice, and also it is much easier with less distraction, and then repeating. So when we learn something by heart, we go to our preceptor, and then we would recite them by heart, and later in the evening we have to again out loud we have to recite them. We go to the Bodhi tree or the stupa or the bell tower or Dhamma hall or somewhere, then we recite them out loud, so the teacher can overhear us, and then he would be able to correct us too. That is why we do it. And I think if you want to learn by heart, one thing is you need to chant out loud, and you need to chant regularly. This is also why we chant regularly. For example, we do have a protective chanting book we call Maha-Buddhism, and we chant every day one sutta every day. So when you keep chanting and your system gets used to it, and you already become more familiar with it, easier. And then also there are a lot of repetitions in the suttas. It's the same thing is repeated. This is also part of the practice that we have, because we keep it, we learn it by heart. Therefore, many portions of the suttas are repeated, so it's easier for us to remember. If you want to learn the other things also, one way of doing it is maybe like some shortcuts, some tricks are also there. For example, let's say you want to learn the Mangala Sutta by heart. Okay, so Mangala Suttas, the sutta starts evam me sutang ekang samayang bhagava savatyang vedati jetavane anatha pindika sara me athako anyatara devata abhikkantaya ratiya abhikkantavanna kevala kappang jetavanang obhasetva yena bhagava tenupasankhami upasankhamitva bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantang atthasi ekamantang tritakosa devata bhagavantang gathaya ajjhabasi. That is the introductory part. And then we have several stanzas. And what I did actually when I was little, I remembered the first letter of each stanza. Okay, first one, for example, Bahudeva Manusacha, B. Second one, Asevanacha, Third one, Patirupadesa Asocha, B. Fourth one,